And here we are, welcome back to the channel for another video on GT7, and this one is a latest track guide to earn you your 2 million credits. So as usual, go into sport mode, go across to your online time trials. You've got two to choose from. We've already looked at the one at Sakura Circuit in the Honda NSX, with a few days left on that one, so check that one out on the channel. But we're going to concentrate on the latest one, GR3 cars at Spa. What a combination to start 2025. So we own the car, so we're going to use the NSX GT500. Awesome car. There's three to choose from if you go on specified cars, but this one does seem to be the OP car around here. So targets to get your gold and your 2 million credits. You look at an lap time of 2 minutes 21.165. To earn you 1 million credits, a lap time of 2 minutes 23.906, and to earn 250,000 credits, a lap time of 2 minutes 30.759. Assists on this, we've got no traction control, counter steer we have off, and ABS we ran on defaults. To be honest, I didn't really have much time on this, so I never tested out weak, so that might be worth a shot if you want to have a go at that one. On to the lap itself. As usual, we've got the top 5 that goes to the world's reference. But first braking reference, we're looking at the 100 board on the left hand side. As we get level with that, or just afterwards, we're hitting the brakes. So brake in a straight line, and coming down to first gear, kind of trail brake this in, and you can really accelerate hard with this car. It's got absolutely awesome grip, even though you're on racing hard tyres. This car under acceleration does feel quite nice in first and second gear, and you've really got to rev this thing out as well. Sounds absolutely awesome. It's going through Eau Rouge and Radion. This is how much corner you want to take, so be careful. You want to make sure you keep two wheels to the right hand side of this curbing, but that's the line you want to take. Cut as much of that corner as possible to give it optimum speed for this straight. You're revving this thing out to 157 miles an hour before you change up to 6th gear. Come down this long straight, up to chicane, looking for the 100 board on the left hand side again as a braking reference. Just as we get level with that, brake before the curb starts. We're going to come down to second gear. And as we turn right, you want to avoid these cones on the right hand side, these green cones. You touch those and your lap will be invalidated. So come to left hander, we're not touching the brakes, just coming off the accelerator. And right hander, we're going to change up to third gear as we power out the corner. Again, careful of those cones on the inside. Use all the track on the exit. Next one, tricky downhill braking sections. You want to brake in before you get to the start of this curb. And this one is a quite tricky corner, easy to outbrake yourself. If we come down to first gear, you can hold this one in second. Run a little bit tight on the corner there, so not getting the best exit. We accelerate out into second gear. As you swing across, where the kind of 2 red marks are in that fence as a reference, so you want to brake in after that. About 50% of the brake. We're going to stay in second gear and power out the corner. Again, we're very cautious of those cones. So again, running all the way downhill, looking at the 50 board on the right hand side. Now, as we pass this, we're going to come down to third gear. The car may drift in slightly, which isn't a bad thing. Careful not to run too wide again. Be a little bit patient on the throttle there. Try and carry as much speed as you can through this corner. Again, use all the exit. The 2 braking references we're using, the top of the gantry or the shadow on the ground as a reference. As you come to that, hit the brakes in a straight line. Come down to second gear. Again, stay to the right hand side. Careful of those cones and on the left hand side as well. Do a little dab of the brake there just to get the front pointed in. Use all the curb on the exit. For this one, we're looking where the red and yellow meet on the left hand side of the barrier. We're going to brake in before you get to that curb, because again, it's another one easy to outbrake yourself. Stay tight and power out the corner in second gear. This one is a very awkward corner to get right. All we're going to do is kind of come off the throttle. But it does rotate quite nicely when you come off the throttle, and you're going to be careful of that cone on the inside. I did 2 or 3 laps here, and a couple of times I hit that green cone when I was on a good lap. So frustrating, so be very careful of that. This left-hander comes up to absolutely flat out if you get the turning point right. It's very easy to turn in too late there and get a lot of understeer and go wide. Last braking reference, looking at the 150 board on the left-hand side. We're going to brake just after that. We brake a little bit too early as we come to this corner. We're a little bit too cautious. Take the inside of the right hand curb. Dab the accelerator. As we turn left, be careful on the top. We're going to stay in first gear to power out the corner. And then up to second and we cross the line. for 2 minutes 18.055. I mean, not the best lap in the world, but it's a good enough lap to get you gold. At the time of recording, put us top 100 in the world. But a lot more time to find around there with more time on the track. Again, like I said, we didn't really test out any other assists, so maybe look at doing a week setup on ABS, see if that helps. But onto the chase cam, and we're going to show you the lap at full speed. Let's come to this first corner, got wide, cut right back in, and you can see how hard we can accelerate in first gear. Careful not to run too wide across the sausage curb on the left hand side there, that will slow you down slightly. But the important corner to get right, because it's absolutely flat out now all the way down through Eau Rouge and Radion, and the back straight as well. You can see how much of this corner we can cut and get away with. This car is actually wider than you think. So if you're driving in bumper cam like I do, it's easily you can easily hit those green cones, like I keep mentioning, on the inside of the corners, and the car is a lot wider than you think. So just be careful as you approach these. You can see from the outside view how close we are to those cones, but when you're on the inside, it doesn't look that bad. Same again here as well. It's all the exit on that left hand side. Downhill, easy corner to brake self. Probably better on there to take a later apex. Allows you to get on the throttle that a little bit earlier. So lost a bit of time for this section and this left-hander as well. Careful not to run too wide on this. Track limits on this track can be a pain. Like I said, we didn't spend too long on this one, but I can see how people may get frustrated with this, especially if you're on a good lap. And with it being such a long lap as well, over 2 minutes long, you have to nail pretty much every single corner. And if you make one mistake, then you've got to start again. You hit one cone, you've got to start again. So yeah, it might get frustrating with it being such a long lap, but on the plus side, with it being such a long lap, with the world record currently being around about 2:17 dead, you have to be within 3% of that time. So with gold being a 2 minute 21, as we said before, that gives you around about 4 seconds to play with, so a bit more leeway to get your credits. And if you are struggling with that, then obviously 1 million credits will be a slower time, or even the 2 minute 30 will get you 250,000. So there's still a lot of credits to go forward. I think this is achievable. This car is a nice car to drive, steady car to drive. I don't think you'll struggle too much with the handling of this car. If you do, then I recommend using the counter steer or even traction control on one and see how that works out for you. We'll show you the replay now, and as usual we'll leave you with the replay, where we do a lot more of these on the channel. So if you haven't checked out the channel, have a look and see. We do track guides for your 2 million credits, the track guides for daily races, which you have a look at pretty much every Monday or Tuesday. Involved in the RTR League racing, which has just ended, but a new season will be starting soon. We're also looking to start the IRO endurance races as well, which is going to start the end of the month in January. We've got a qualifying session and an endurance race. This endurance race is going to be 12 hours, 24-hour races, so absolutely brutal. And something I've not done before, so always looking forward to a new challenge in 2025 and see how we get on with that. But that's it, guys. If you like this content, you like the video and it does help, like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all on the next one. Laters.